Welcome back to 10 Slide Info. Most of the videos which we see about India's defense, there would be either a discussion about aircraft, helicopter, missile, aircraft carrier, or submarine. But we rarely see any video which discuss about India's and a bomber aircraft requirement. In this particular video, we will discuss one of the bombers which is being used by the Russian Aerospace Forces and which is one of the largest, heaviest, and fastest bomber aircrafts. We will also see if India really needs a bomber aircraft in its fleet. First, just to understand what actually a bomber is. A bomber is a combat aircraft designed to attack ground and naval targets by dropping air to ground bombs or launching torpedoes or deploying air launched cruise missiles. That was a small definition about a bomber, and I'm sure that should be fine for us. Now, coming back to the main topic. In today's video, we would be doing a quick comparison of the Soviet Union's the Tupolev Tu-160 strategic bomber and China's Xi'an H-6 bomber. Few might be thinking why these two bombers are getting compared here. It's because the Tupolev Tu-160 is one of the best bombers available right now from our India's friendly country, and one more main reason is due to China deploying their H-6 bombers near Kashgar Air Base, which is around 700 kilometers near Pangong Lake in eastern Ladakh. So as usual, let's begin the comparison with the definition of these two bombers, and then we'll go for the general characteristics and armament details. The Tupolev Tu-160 is a supersonic wing-heavy strategic bomber designed by the Tupolev Design Bureau in the Soviet Union, and this is the largest and heaviest Mach 2 plus supersonic military aircraft ever built. Now coming to China's H-6, it's a license-built version of Soviet Union's Tupolev Tu-16 twin-engine jet bomber built for the China's People Liberation Army Air Force. The latest version of this particular bomber is the H-6N, which is a heavily redesigned version capable of aerial refueling and carrying air-launched cruise missiles. If we compare the general characteristics of these two bombers, it is obviously evident that the Tupolev Tu-160 is far better than the Xi'an H-6N version of China. If India plans to acquire any bomber in future, according to me it should be the Tupolev Tu-160 from the Soviet Union. The Tupolev Tu-160 is powered by 4 Samara NK321 afterburning turbofan engines, each with 137.3 kN thrust with dry and 245 kN thrust with afterburner. Coming to H-6, it is powered by 2 WP8 turbojet engines with 93.2 kN thrust each. Coming to the main armament details, the Tu-160 has 2 internal weapons bay for 45,000 kg of bombs and 2 internal rotary launchers, each holding KH-55SM subsonic air-launched cruise missiles or AS-16 hypersonic aeroballistic missiles. The H-6N of China features an under-fuselage holder that could hold a single large missile, and the best example is the DF-21D, which is more than 30 feet long and weighs around 32,000 pounds. The most notable change between the earlier version of H-6 and the H-6N is the complete elimination of the bomb bay and addition of a hardpoint for a large missile. Now coming back to whether India needs a bomber like this or not. According to me, I feel India doesn't need a bomber. To justify this, let me put it in this way. Indian Air Force have many fighters like MiG-29 UPG, the Jaguar, Mirage 2000 and Sukhoi Su-30 MKI, which can do the job of deep strike roles and can be used as a bombers to drop any type of bombs. If you think the range is something which is a constraint here, even that can be extended using aerial refueling. So that was my opinion. You can leave your opinion in the comment section of this particular video. So that was all about the comparison of Tupolev Tu-160 and China's Xi'an H-6N bombers, and we also saw why India doesn't need such bombers as well. Thanks for watching. I'll upload another video with a new defense update or an aviation update later. Please do subscribe my channel and hit the bell button next to it. And also feel free to leave a comment in the comment section. Thank you.